Hey guys, it's Nate Rio, and thanks for joining me for another episode of AskNateRio.com. Today's question comes from John Smith in Oklahoma, and John wants to know, Nate, how long have you been online, and how long did it take you to start earning profits? All right, so let's get into it. Okay, so welcome back. So for today's Ask Nate Rio question, we are standing in the shadows of Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra, even though it's not frozen this time of year, in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I want to start this question off today, John, by referencing the gentleman in the statue in the background. That's Vince Lombardi. You probably have heard of him, a famous coach in the NFL. He coached for the Packers, the Redskins, and the Giants. But Vince Lombardi, if you go online, he has lots of quotes on success and sacrifice. So I want to talk today about sacrifice and what it takes to succeed with not only online business, but really any business, okay? So my story started way back in about 2006 or 7. I first started looking at affiliate marketing online, and I was completely lost. There was a lot of technology. There wasn't a lot of tools. It was very underground. So I dabbled. I bought a few programs and really didn't do anything, lost a lot of money to the tune of probably $300, $400, $500 back then, and really didn't do anything. Now fast forward to about 2007, I started getting more in depth in it, and I kept going back to the internet, kept seeing the ads, make money online, learn how to make money. And at that point I started seeing, well, this is more of a reality, because I started seeing more social proof, all the social media proof, everyone doing it. And then in about 2008, I relocated out to Colorado and I lost my job, okay? I was doing a couple odds and ends jobs and was still dabbling in online business, but really didn't do anything, really didn't take it seriously. It was more of a hobby. Then fast forwarded to about 2010, and again, I lost another job, and then I went back to the online world, started looking at more opportunities. And then something happened. I applied for an internship in Asia. So I was accepted the internship, but what I needed to do was to quit my job and be there in 3 days. And keep in mind, this was on Thanksgiving. Now I'm thinking this is never gonna happen. But one of the things that I did learn with reading a lot of books and listening to podcasts and all the audio shows from entrepreneurs is at some point you have to make a decision to decide, or to succeed, excuse me. So you have to make that decision to succeed, regardless of whatever it takes, okay? That's the first thing you need to do. Once you've done that, you need to find a system or a program that resonates with you and that you're comfortable doing. So for instance, if you get in a type of business where you have to recruit your friends and family and you're never gonna wanna do that, it's not gonna work for you. Find something else that's more resonant of the things that you wanna do. You've heard many people say, follow your passions, okay? If your passion is writing, or if it's about sports, blogging about a sports team or something, do that, okay? So the first thing is you have to be comfortable with what you're doing. And then you have to hustle, okay? You have to work very hard. I see so many people not hustling, okay? All of us that are making money online, we're in multiple income streams. We are hustling. We're out there doing things like this, creating content. We're meeting with people, we're networking. We're putting business ideas together. We're putting up our money in places, all right? That's another thing you need to get comfortable with. You need to be comfortable spending money, because entrepreneurship is all about taking risks, whether it's online or whether it's offline. I've spent, at this point, hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point, probably over the past 10 years, just course here, course there, traveling to an education seminar, things like that. So you have to commit, you have to be all in with business, okay? You're gonna struggle, you're gonna fail, but like Vince Lombardi says, it's not that you fall down, or it's that you get back up, right? It's not how hard you hit, it's how hard you can get hit and get back up, right? You've heard that from Muhammad Ali, and you heard people like Vince Lombardi say that. So you have to keep working at it. If something doesn't work or it doesn't resonate with you, go on to the next thing. Failure is a part of the game in online business too. So anyway, how do I start making money then, to answer your the rest of your question? Well, I first started out as an employee, all right? I was an employee in the online business space. I was paid a salary, but I worked a lot. I probably worked about 60 to 80 hours a week, all right? And I didn't make that much money, but I earned my stripes, and I saw what it takes to make money on the internet. One of the other things I did learn is, that you have to work hard. At that point, I thought, you see all the sales videos and everyone just making money and they're sitting on a beach somewhere. That's not really what happens, okay? You see us sitting on the beach because we can do that when we're not answering to a boss, and we can create our own schedule. But what we're doing is we're working all hours of the night. Sometimes we're working early morning, then we'll take the daytime off, and then maybe we're meeting with people and we're doing more monetary activities where our money is being leveraged for us, right? We're hire assistants, hire virtual assistants to do all the busy work, so that way you can spend your time doing things on the money making activities. Okay, so it's hard work, hustle, dedication. So anyway, then I've gotten into consulting since then. So I'm a hired consultant for various companies, and I sell all types of products and services, and I make commissions, and I also have affiliate residual commissions from tools, programs, and services out there. And then the last thing on that too, I want you to start diversifying from day one, okay? Now by diversifying, I don't mean diversifying your focus. You need to focus on one thing and make it successful before you go on to the next thing. But you need to put your eggs in different baskets, because what happens is if you're dependent on one sole income, and this is where people get in trouble in the work world, they get fired or they get downsized right before retirement or early or late on in their career, and they don't have a backup plan. You need to diversify your income sources, and that way you'll be safe for the long haul. So anyway, John, I hope that answers your question. So I told you a little bit about my background, how I got into the industry, how hard you got to work, and how dedicated and committed you have to be, and then you really just got to hustle and you got to stay focused. So anyway, that's it for this episode of Ask Nate Rio. If you like that, go ahead, subscribe, share this with a friend. If you have a question, there's a button somewhere on this page where you can submit your question, and I'll either answer personally, or someone on my team or my close network of entrepreneurs will answer that question for you. So again, it's Nate for AskNateRio.com, and we'll see you next episode.